Candace let her backpack fall to the floor with a thump the moment she got through her front door. She felt like she'd been lugging her textbooks around for 1,000,000 years, when she'd really only made it through her first day at school. She immediately headed for the stairs. She wanted to change out of her uniform right away. It fit perfectly, but somehow it still felt tight. Candace had her tie off before she walked into her bedroom, and it felt like she could breathe again. She sucked in a deep gulp of air as she pulled off her plaid skirt. She felt like hurling it onto the floor, but she hung it neatly in her closet, followed by her plain white blouse. Then she grabbed a pair of jeans and her favorite Camp Lakeview t-shirt. Wearing the shirt made her think of camp. Had she really just been there, swimming in the lake, going on moonlit hikes, eating hot dogs at cookouts? It was hard to believe. She sat down in front of her computer to check the camp blog. Maybe Brynn would post a message about her first day. Candace was curious to hear what Brynn thought about the Wilton Academy. She felt bad that she hadn't asked Brynn to sit at her table. But Brynn was so different from Candace's Wilton friends. They'd think she was weird. And Brynn would probably think they were weird right back. So it was probably better that Candace had kept them apart. "So how did it go your first day back?" her older brother asked from the doorway before Candace even had a chance to log on to the board. He was barefoot and wearing the cutoffs their mother hated. Lucky. He didn't have to go back to school for a few more days. The high school started later. "It was fine," Candace answered. She didn't want to get into details. Max was a great older brother in a lot of ways. He was willing to drive her places, he made amazing pancakes, and he always knew about the coolest YouTube videos before anyone else. But Candace hated talking to Max about school. It was like he had a chip in his brain that Candace didn't. An accelerated learning chip. Her parents seemed to have it too. It's not like Candace wasn't good at school. She got A's in everything except math. But she had to really put in the hours. Max just seemed to sit in class and zap, the facts were downloaded. Max came into the room and plopped down on Candace's bed. "So what clubs are you signing up for this year?" "I'm still trying to decide on the right one," she answered. "A couple of my friends are doing debate. I think Rowan is going to do the science club." "Maybe you should go out for the mathletes," Max suggested. Candace shot him a sharp look. Was he making fun of her? He knew math was her worst subject. She had even needed to have a tutor last year. He didn't look like he was teasing. And usually when Max teased her, it was about something dumb, like if she loved a song he thought was bad. "I don't know if I'm good enough for the mathletes," Candace answered. "That's the point. You join the mathletes, and you get in a couple of extra hours of math practice a week. You have friends in the group, right?" "I have friends in the group," Candace echoed. "At least, I'm almost positive Alan will sign up again." "I'm sure he would help you out if you joined," Max said. He stood up and started for the door, then turned around. "I almost forgot. I have a surprise for you." "A surprise for me?" Candace felt a grin spread across her face. "Yep. Let me at your computer," Max replied. Candace stood up and Max took her seat in front of the monitor. He tapped a few keys and a brightly colored grid filled the screen. "I made a study schedule for you," Max announced proudly. "I was making one for myself, and I thought you might want one too." Thanks," Candace said, trying not to sound disappointed. "I put you down for a couple of hours of math on Sundays, 'cause I know you need extra time on it," he explained. "But if you join the mathletes, you could probably cut that down to 1. I wasn't sure if Mom and Dad were getting you a tutor this year or not, so I didn't put that on the schedule." They said that we would decide in a few weeks, after I had time to see how the year was starting out for me, Candace told her brother. I'm feeling pretty good about it. But she wasn't feeling good at all, really. Her stomach seemed to have twisted itself into a figure 8. Day 1, and she was already completely stressed out.